What's up, employees of Slav Child Inc. Today we're gonna do a what's in my bag episode, and since currently you might be watching this video at another time, but currently it's quarantine time, so I don't really have a reason to pack a bag except for to make this video. But this is the stuff I normally have in my bag with me. Although it varies, sometimes one thing is left out, sometimes another thing's put in, and so on. So let's start with a bag. I have a lot of them, but this is the one I'm currently using the most. Got it from Amazon. You can see this, I collect keychains, and this particular one is is a charging thing, so that's a must-have. Down here, the one with the mermaid scales. Inside has a little compact brush, and my hair is very hard to brush, but it's still a must-have. Let's see. Oh, just found out one of my keychains is broken. That sucks. Anyway, so in my pockets, my top pocket, I don't have it in here, I just realized, but my wallet and my medications container, medication box, there's stickers on it and everything. Those are like the two most important things for me to pack in a bag. Then we have things like, maybe one day I might pack my Bluetooth keyboard here, which is very cool but also extremely loud. I'm not going to activate it. If you guys have seen my little review of some technological things, then you've seen that and heard it. And my little voice recorder for ideas on the go, and you just gotta say them fast. My knife, for various reasons. It's a pretty one, and the little clasp says love, and it's also very sharp. It's a good knife, good ass knife, and it's pretty. Okay, then this is a coin towel or compressed towel. There's lots of words for it. Basically, it's like one of those towels you can put in water and it expands, except this one's reusable sort of, but also disposable. It's made for like camping and hiking, and I use them mostly as handkerchiefs for myself, and I always keep some with me. You don't have to put these in water to expand them. You can pull them out by hand. It's just kind of difficult. Next is Hemp's lotion. This one is sweet pineapple and honey melon scented. I got this from my Ipsy, my last Ipsy bag, but I've been using Hemp's lotion for probably over a year now, just not that particular flavor. I like the original smell better personally, but it's still nice. So then in my lower pocket, let's grab something random. We have, my magnifying glass / light. You never know when you're going to need something like that, to be honest. That's my policy with most of the stuff in my bag. I never know when I'm going to need something like that, to be honest. This is something that I usually only take geocaching, but happens to be in my bag right now. But it's my geocaching journal, where I log the geocaches I find. And if you're interested in hearing about geocaches, I'll be talking about that in another video too. My mini spyglass, because I collect them. I've got two, this one and a huge one next to me. but that's for another video. I have my compass. Let me get this out. Ooh. And it's a pretty good one. Yeah, you can see a little bit. Of course, that's not showing it accurately. Let's see, is it pointing the right way? Yes, it is, because I happen to know my street runs almost perfectly east to west, or west to east, depending on how you look at it. It's also got the little eye thing, so you can see the number or degrees, I guess. And what else is in here? Just a random eraser. Never know when you're gonna need one, to be honest. Okay, now inside my bag, first, let's start off with, I always have at least 2 miniature journals on hand. Here are a couple of mine right now. 2 of them have specific topics. These 2 are for helping me with my social media planning and ideas and things like that. And this one, wait for it, is for story ideas I have while at work, when I, work again. The other 2 have no subject yet, but are still cool looking. So, gotta have those. Of course, some writing instruments. Here's just some random ones. A pencil, an eraser, pen. I don't usually take this with me, but it's kind of one of my honorable mentions, I guess. My bullet journal, which I'll be doing a flip through of my journals in another video, probably separate ones for each journal. Right now I'm not quite sure where my yellow one is, or my second bullet journal is, so I have to find that. But yeah, try to keep this on me when I can, to use it whenever I'm able to, because I fall behind. I always have at least 2 books I'm currently reading. Right now I put in 4 because that's more realistic. These are also the books, some of the books I'm doing for the 2020 reading challenges I've taken up. For those of you who haven't been on my blog, sovereignchild.net, you can see there the challenges I took up, and you can follow my progress. But there's the Pocket Guide to for Light Workers from Archangel Metatron, You Are a Badass, Leaves of Grass by Walt Whitman, and Wildly Into the Dark by Tyler Knott Gregson. So those are the ones I'm currently reading the most. Next is my Live Scribe journal. It's got the coolest stickers on it. I'll just show you the front and back. And it's important because it has my Ager Smart Pen. This journal has a calculator, and each page is automated, and that when the pen is on, you can use it to use the page buttons, so to speak, even though they're regular paper, to record, to upload to your, or sync to your phone, to turn your volume up or down, all kinds of different stuff. The Smart Pen was not cheap, but I think a pretty good investment for me as a writer. I'm definitely happy with it. I think it's cool as fuck. Next, I'll take this, we'll leave that for honorable mentions, actually, okay? Next, my Write in the Rain all-weather journal, notebook thing, with a Write in the Rain pen and a Write in the Rain pencil, or pencil. These are, when you use them with each other, completely waterproof, and that's really helpful in case I ever have an idea and it's pouring outside. You really never know what's gonna happen. Life of a writer slash adventurer is adventurous slash writerous. Next haven't used any of it yet, but my sketchbook. I'm not a drawing type, but I'm trying to kind of get into it. So thus I keep this with me. I made that label right there on my label maker myself. You can see Sketches by Cat. Okay. Nothing else worth really mentioning there. Another thing I always have is not necessarily this, but water of some kind. This is the amount, a gallon, that a adult human should drink in a day. I don't usually hit that mark, to be honest, but I try. I also usually have vitamin water with me. I love vitamin water. Sponsor, hey, hit me up. My favorite is the yellow, the energy vitamin water, but when I went to the store, since the pandemic, there was literally only this one, which is dragon fruits, and it's Power C, so lots of vitamin C, which can't hurt right now, and has all the B vitamins too, so that's great. I like it a lot, but my favorite's still the yellow one. My favorite headphones, Anby's UI, cost about 14 bucks. I've had 2 pairs so far, and they are great. They've got controls for volume and control to answer calls slash hang up calls and to pause and start music. Another thing I often take with me is my Instax Mini 9 camera that I've had for almost exactly a year now, and it is a fantastic camera. I highly recommend it. It is great. Something else, another honorable mention is my Nintendo Switch Lite, which of course is yellow, like my backpack. I try to take that with me everywhere too. I actually have a bag specifically made to take basically everything but the kitchen sink, to torture a metaphor, with me whenever I go places, and it's gigantic. In fact, I'll show you guys. I don't know if you can see just how large this is, but it is about 3 feet long and 2 feet high, and it's basically a suitcase. One second. Sorry. Yeah, so basically a suitcase. When I learn how to edit videos, I'll come back and cut all that out, but for now, y'all just have to suffer with me. Lastly is my Jornada Pocket PC. If you guys are on my Instagram, which you should be, and if you aren't, it's esoteric period child. I talk about this thing a lot. I sing its praises. It is awesome and adorable. It's got a full keyboard. It has internet access, but it has to be hooked up to the internet through a computer, and mine didn't come with